Hi there! Welcome back to Pokemon Flux. Last time we wrapped up at the League Arena. We got our shiny new League emblem after defeating our friends and Nula. And then Altair came and invited us to the secret elite upper floors of the arena. So let's go check that out. I have once again confused the League HQ with the League Arena in Condor City. My bad. Here we go. Here we are, back at the League HQ. We shouldn't stand around. Let's get a move on and see what Altair Corp wants with us. He said they'd be waiting for us on the upper floors, right? How do we get there? Hello. How may I help the three of you? Well, we got these letters. Oh my. A personal letter from the Altairs themselves. Very well. Please follow me. This elevator will take you up. The Altairs are awaiting you there. Altair Corp. What do you think they want from us? Hard to say. After all, we're just rookies. With one League emblem, we're not exactly top tier. Dune, what do you think? Maybe they want to ask us a favor. I thought so too. But I'm surprised we were their first choice. Can't they just hire anyone they want? That's a good point. Oh. Squirmy goes back in the Pokeball, huh? Well, Squeaks. Sorry, Squeaks. Ah, good. They told me you three were coming up. I'm glad you're here. Please, follow me. Looks like Altairs isn't here yet. He'll be up shortly. In the meantime, I'm very interested to see for myself these three trainers you speak so highly about. Right, these are Dune, Sky, and Terra from Sparrowtown. Former champion Alistair endorsed them personally. My name is Andromeda Altair. I am in charge of the research and development branch at Altair Corp. Additionally, I lead Altair Corp's conservation and environmental protection efforts and manage the Moa Plains Nature Reserve. Pokemon and nature are precious to me, you see. I think I see what my little brother's talking about. The three of you have potential, but there's only so much one can tell with a glance. In order to properly judge a trainer's worth, there is but one true method. Let's see. You're the player character, I can tell. I'd like for you to demonstrate your skills to me in battle. Oh, don't worry, I'm no trainer myself. My Pokemon are simply dear companions. Still, I'd like you to give it your all. You got this, Dune. Show me how you express yourself with your Pokemon. Okay. Altair Admin Andromeda. Nursa and Salmosault. That is the Saltwater Salmosault. There's two forms. Oh yeah, let's give it a bulldoze. Yeah, you hit that Squeaks with water. See what happens. Now Candy Floss is the vulnerable one here. Can either of my moves cause flinching? Air Slash might. Okay, it's not going to be very effective, but if I can stop Nursa from attacking, I'd like to. Rainy Flood. It's raining, that's good for Squeaks. Yeah, okay. I would have liked that to have done more to Nursa, but Nursa uses Thunder Punch. Oh, Candy Floss is still with us. Alright, Candy Floss. Alright, which which one of your fairy moves does more damage? I always mess this up. 40. 40. Oh, they're the same. Why do I have two? Well, one of them never misses, and the other one hits both. Yay! What? Uh-oh. Biscuit got her level. Worried about that Berserk. Alright, Candy Floss is down. It's Salamancer. Come on, Mozzarella. Pokemon are such beautiful creatures, are they not? I'm gonna double up on Salmosault. Ah! Mozzarella misses so much! I still love him, but... Coral Break. Maybe Leaf Tornado just has low accuracy. Maybe it's not your fault, Mozzarella. Sweet, that landed. Nidorime. Dear companions, these seem like fighting Pokemon to me. Okay, Ice and Ground. Sweet. Powder snow! Aw, it's not raining anymore. Squeaks, hold on! Oh, okay, he held. Let's try this. Now that Nidorime is what happens when you give a Winter Coat Nidorime, an Ice Stone. And it's not an option in episode 1. Though, because there are no ice stones. And it's not in Poke Engine what happens if you try to evolve Nidorime Summer Coat like we have. So we gotta wait till episode 2 for that. Or perhaps for whatever we might see on the Pokemon Flux Discord. Down by Fake Out. Alright. Nobody gets EXP. Yes, I understand now. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Ho 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 ho. Now I understand. You are a rare specimen indeed. And I'm sure your friends are equally as capable. I heard the sounds of a battle. What's going on? Ah, Altairs, you're just in time to meet our special guests. These are... Oh, we've met. I am Altairs Altair, CEO of Altair Corp. So I get a chair. Ever since the former champion endorsed you three, Altair Corp has been watching your adventures quite closely. Good watching. Only the good kind of watching. And boy, it's some impressive stuff. The folks at Alba Academy said you defeated an Altar Pokemon there. You also cleared out the one that was causing a roadblock in Alba Rook Mine. And that's not even mentioning what you did at the Rook power plant. You've definitely been making a name for yourselves. That's why my siblings and I are prepared to make you a special offer. What offer? I'll get right to the point. Altair Corp would like to sponsor the three of you. Sponsor us? What does that mean exactly? Well, see, it's pretty simple. We give you money and resources, and you'd represent Altair Corp in return. Though, this is sort of a special case. See, Altair Corp technically runs the Pokemon League. If we were to directly sponsor a trainer, we could be accused of favoritism. So we would have to be anonymous. An anonymous sponsorship? That's right. Think of us like your secret benefactors, okay? Wow. Not that I'm flattered and all, but I don't understand. Why us? I can explain that. Altera. It's beautiful, isn't it? I'm sure you see what I see. A peaceful, thriving metropolis. People and Pokemon living together harmoniously, all thanks to the miracle of Flux energy. But Altera is in danger. I know the three of you are aware of what I'm talking about. The Alter Pokemon. You've seen for yourselves the pain and destruction they cause. You with the glasses. It's Dune, correct? Yeah. According to your file, you were orphaned at a young age from an Alter attack, were you not? I guess. Such a tragedy. Dune doesn't remember. They were only a baby when it happened. Still, what a shame. Sadly, such stories are common in this region. Wouldn't it be nice if we could put an end to those kinds of stories forever? No more orphans, no more living in fear. You mean stopping the Alter Pokemon for good? But no one knows what's causing the alteration. Oh ho ho ho. Remember that you're talking to the head of research and development at Altair Corp. The truth is, Altair Corp is working on a top secret project, Project Excalibur. If this succeeds, it could prevent Alter attacks from ever happening again, by stopping the alteration at its source, which would be a world without Alter attacks. You really mean it? You figured out the cause? What is it? I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to share any more details. Actually, even what I've just told you should be a matter of utmost secrecy. In reality, there is still the chance that this project could fail. But that is where the three of you come in. The truth is that the three of you are relatively unknown trainers. That is part of the reason we're interested. You see, we would like to carry out the first stage of this project in secret. Some of the more well-known trainers in the region, well, they're really famous. News crews follow them everywhere. If we reached out to them, then everyone in Altera would know about Project Excalibur before the day was over. We'd like to keep things on the down low, until we've solved the alteration for good, that is. Okay. So, what do you want us to do exactly? Your role in this project would be to take on special missions from us as you journey across Altera. It won't interfere with your League challenge, although it might bring you in conflict with more Alter Pokemon. Though, based on your past performance, I'd say you three will be more than capable of handling the challenge. In addition, you'll visit the Western, Northern, and Eastern Flux Nexus. Ooh. We'll have more specific instructions for you once you arrive at each of those places. Think of it like secret agents, carrying out missions for the good of Altera. Of course, there will be plenty in it for the three of you as well. Money, special items, rare Pokemon, not to mention full sponsorship from Altair Corp when you qualify for the League Championship. An auspicious start to a career for any young trainer. Yeah, no kidding. What do you think, bro? You've been awful quiet. Don't you bro me, Aquila. I think this plan of yours and Andromeda's is foolhardy. Leaving the fate of Altair up to these 3 inexperienced, reckless children. I'm against it. Dear, dear brother, your imagination has always been sadly lacking. You missed my battle with Dune, so you didn't get to see what Aquila and I witnessed. These 3 trainers are special. Stars this bright, they only shine once in a generation. In time, they could even shine brighter than Altair. Humph. How stubborn you are when you've already made up your mind, Andromeda. Fine. Have your little pet project with these children. I'm far too busy for this nonsense. I have an investor meeting to attend. And he's gone. Oh, no, he's not. A word of warning. If the 3 of you breathe a word about what we spoke of today, if the world learns of Project Excalibur before it's ready, then the 3 of you can bid farewell to your promising careers as trainers. Altair Corp runs the Pokemon League. It would be no matter to blocklist 3 trainers. Keep that in mind. I don't like the sound of that. Ugh, man. Way to bring down the mood. Please don't mind my brother. He's got a stick up his... well, he's stuck up. But he does have a point. It would be bad if what we talked about today left this room. Anyway, enough of that. As a gesture of our goodwill, please accept these on behalf of Altair Corp. We got Altair transceivers. These devices are some new technology Altair Corp invented. It's an upgrade to your Flux Bracer that allows it to act as a personal communicator. You can use it to communicate with each other and with us. And that's not all. Please accept this humble gift as a thank you. Whoa. That's some serious poke. Right there. Whoa, are you sure? It's no strings attached. It's yours to keep. Consider it a taste of what's to come if you stick with us. This is a lot to decide. Can we have some time to think about it first? Of course. Feel free to discuss amongst yourselves. We won't reach out with any special missions for some time. When we do, you can decide if you would like to proceed. Though I dare say it will be worth your while. Now, I must be getting back. Until next time. You 3, thanks for hearing us out. We'll all be watching your career with interest. Now then, I'll show you the way out. Whoa, so Altair Corp knows a way to stop the Altair Pokemon for good? If that's true, then it could change everything. It seems almost too good to be true. Yeah, it's good to have your doubts on this, Terra. But I'd like to know what they have planned first. Project Excalibur, huh? Doom, what do you think? I'm a little skeptical. Yeah, same here. Though, there don't seem to be any major drawbacks. I mean, not that they mentioned. Hard to say for sure till we know all the details of the plan. Yeah, exactly. Still, we don't exactly have a choice, do we? Yeah, I mean, they kind of forced us to agree to work for them. It's like before the power plant, pushing people around just because they have money. So, where do we go from here? Obviously, we gotta collect more League emblems. The next one is in Corvo City. That's a long way away. We'll have to head north through the Badlands Desert to get there. I heard there's a major sandstorm there. When that's cleared up, we can continue our journeys. We'll need to get stronger by battling and catching all kinds of Pokemon. And defeating Ultra Pokemon too. Dude, Terra, I'm so excited to continue our journey together. I'll see you later. See you around, Dune. Thank you for playing Pokemon Flux Episode 1. This is the end of the content for this version. Feel free to continue exploring Altera. There may be new secrets and side quests to explore and discover, or use the game's online features to trade with your friends. Note that in this version, your Pokemon cannot increase in level past level 30. We look forward to bringing you more content in future updates. You can follow us on Twitter, Pokemon Flux, and also, you're welcome to share your thoughts, feedback, and fan content for the game on our official Discord server. Thank you for playing! Message from JV, Oripoke, and the Pokemon Flux team. And stay tuned for more Pokemon Flux. Yeah! Hey Squeaks. Squeaks is singing. So like that message said, we are not quite done yet. We got some side quests to do and a Pokedex to fill up. We can't get everything. There will be some gaps, but we're gonna get everything we can as marked on the Poke Engine Altera Dex. Well, hey, we can cut this down now. Thank you, Biscuit. Ultra Ball. What's over here? Uh-oh. Safeguard. With that tournament money, including Terra's money, now I can afford those stones. Let's look at my list. I need one water stone. What? That's a fire stone. Here we go, water stone. And then, let's look. Oh, I actually do need a fire stone. And now I'm back down to 2,000 Poke again. So, what did I want those evolution stones for? Why, for none other than Spelotl and Flagger. Yeah, Flagger will evolve and I'll finally be able to pronounce whatever it turns into, hopefully. You ready to evolve, little guy? Aren't you a cute little thing? Oops. Flagger seems disinterested. I'm not cool enough for you. You wanna play? Let's play, Evolve. What? Flagger is evolving? Ooh, those are some long legs. Ooh. Inflagetah? Inflagetah? Cheetah. Inflagetah? You know, I think I was a little too optimistic for being able to pronounce it. Anyway, it is the Firebolt Pokemon. It moves at such blinding fast speed that friction with the air causes its fur to ignite. The fastest individuals can outpace a bullet train. Wow. I think this Pokemon has a really sleek, cool design. Flame Impact. Wow, 65 damage, priority move. That is awesome. You don't need both Double Team and Smokescreen. I'll get rid of Smokescreen. This speedy, evasive fire cheetah. Cool. How do you feel now? jumped in surprise. Yeah, you're springier than ever now on those long legs. And now for a little bubblegum. Hey, oh my gosh, you're so small! Oh, but you're ready to fight. You remind me of someone else who is tiny and pink and ready to fight. Before Altair evolved. Bubblegum spun around in a circle. You're just adorable. On the lookout. Well, you too shall grow. Bubblegum evolving. Ooh. Oh, look at that hat. Salamancer. How funky. Salamancer is the sightless Pokemon. Doesn't have eyes underneath the hat? By focusing its power through a stalactite rod, Salamancer can manipulate water. It blocks all passage into its lair by putting up watery barriers. That's pretty cool that it uses a little piece of the cavern wall as its magic wand, staff, wizard stick. Wants to learn Coil. Raises attack and defense. You can forget Wriggle, I guess. Salamancer is a great name. Ooh. Looking at dude and smiling. Oh, you seem happy to evolve, huh? Good for you. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Salamancer, you're such a powerful wizard. You've rendered yourself invisible. Okay. Cheetah's not invisible. Are you back? Oh my gosh. What? Bug report material? Very powerful invisibility spell. Oh right, I forgot to show this off. So Inflagetah doesn't just get a stat boost from evolving, it has a new ability, Acceleration, powers up moves that always go first. Which means Flame Impact is even stronger than its 65 power. How awesome is that? Bubblegum still has hydration. Huh? Our egg is hatching! It's an Aerapin! The messenger Pokemon. A substance lighter than air inside of its shell lets it fly with ease. In the past, they were used to send messages across long distances. Isn't it cute? Yep, the only way you can get Aerapin in Episode 1 is to win the second Alba Academy tournament and hatch the egg. Which, if it's not hatching, don't give up, it just takes a huge number of steps. Just keep it in your party and run around and forget about it. Go do other stuff. I think someone on the Discord said 10,000 steps. Yeah, it's gonna take some work. But it's worth it. Look at how cute he is. Let's call you Flufferino. So, thing I wanted to show off is that if you return to the power plant later, it's actually still full of Pokemon. A whole lot of wild Pokemon got into the power plant when the Altairs busted this place open. To be honest, I don't really mind having them around. Are you here to catch some? And, not a terrible place to level grind, because there's also a doctor here that can heal your Pokemon. Are you interested in knowing how a power plant works? Well, okay. This power plant uses flux to generate electricity. Liquid flux is extracted from the western flux nexus in the north and carried here in an underground pipeline. We then release the energy stored in the liquid flux and use it to boil water into steam. The steam makes the turbine in the generator room spin around a magnet very quickly. This produces an alternating current, or AC electricity. That electric current gets transmitted out of the plant on high voltage power lines. This power plant provides all the power for Rooktown, Albatown, and a portion of Condor City. And thanks to the abundance of flux, we'll keep on powering the region for years to come. Thanks for listening. I'd like you to have this. Oh, a magnet. Thank you. I won't let intruders into the power plant again. Says Engineer Josh. The team I have right now are Pokemon that I'm trying to train up for the Pokedex. That's why I have Sandslash here. The Roadillo. I tried to get as many Pokemon as I could from the GTS, so that way they level up faster as a traded Pokemon. Don't hurt me, please. Why will we do that? Engineer Spence. Oh, it's only you. Nidora is evolving. And here she is, the lovely winter coat Nidorime. It gets bulldozed. Not have a separate Dex entry. But it is very fluffy. Oh, no, it does have a different Dex. By migrating from colder regions to more temperate regions, this Pokemon can find better food and shelter to prepare for evolution. Yeah. Black Sludge. Can get it here. Don't worry, this is a perfectly clean power plant. Squeaky clean. Careful, high voltage. Engineered him. Heavy-duty boots. Our Shroomish Eddie is now level 23. It's evolution time. Isn't that cute? Here's Altair and Breloom. Got lots of spots. Mushroom Pokemon. Its strikes have less force behind them than its cousins from Hoenn. However, the deadly spores it delivers with each blow definitely pack a punch. Poison Tail. If something sticks out, I'll hammer it down. Engineer Atom. We got hammered down instead. The power stops working, and society stops working too. Sorry, I thought you were with your scary friend who threatened me with a Pokemon. Just don't try anything like that again. My heart can't take it. The Serentide really gave him a spook. Alrighty, Sandslash the Roadillo is level 25. Check it out. Sandslash evolves into Armarauder. Armarauder is the Roadhog Pokemon, normal and steel. Aggressively territorial, they claim large stretches of highway as their turf. Known to travel in gangs, they will even run large trucks off the road. Our little Root has grown to level 22. Root is evolving. Here we are. Your Root evolved into Daikongus. Simply level up to level 22, and you will have a thick Root Pokemon who is grass and fighting. It uses its hefty body to crush opponents. It is so heavy that its stomp attacks create tremors in the ground, scaring off predators to Taroot. That is 652 pounds. a vegetable. And it's based off of a daikon radish. If you have not seen one of these before, this is what it looks like. Magnemite has evolved into Magneton. It is the Magnet Pokemon. This Pokemon is constantly putting out a powerful magnetic force. Most computers go haywire when a Magneton approaches. Electric and Steel. Wants to learn Tri-Attack. That's a pretty good move. Yeah, we'll replace Mirror Shot. Here we are in Frigate Strait with our little Salmini. You ready to evolve? I'm thinking about something else. But still going strong. Well, let us also do some fishing. This is where you can get non-deep Wishiwashi. We finally pulled one up. Just a little Wishiwashi. Let's go with a Nest Ball. There we go. Salmini is now level 24. And it leveled up here in Frigate Strait, so that means it'll evolve into Saltwater Salmosault. Isn't it pretty? And it's got a little conch that it uses to make music. It is the migratory Pokemon. Salmini that mature in salty water evolve into this form. It carries a shell that it plays like a trumpet. Getting interrupted infuriates it. Pure water type. Wants to learn Brine. Okay. I love all the little frills and patterns on this Pokemon. And it looks friendly too. Salmosault's all sniffly, but in a good way. Keeping close. So now our other Salmini here is leveling up in the power plant. Really, you just can be anywhere except for Frigate Strait in order to get the other form of Salmosault. Here it is! Freshwater Salmosault with a big smile and his little fin arms holding some rocks. Sure enough, it wants to learn Rock Blast. Which, this particular Salmosault has a Technician, which will up the power of those multi-hit moves. pull up Freshwater Salmosault's Dex entry. Let me do that. There it is. Salmini that mature in freshwater evolve into this form. It's fierce and territorial, and loves throwing stones as much as collecting them. So, yeah. I'll chuck them at you. One more evolution for the video. We are gonna set it to nighttime for this one. And I'm kind of sick of leveling, so to get my Zorua here to the last level, I'm just gonna use a rare candy. There it is. Alrighty, Ghost Toast. Level 30 at night. Time to evolve. Cool, huh? It's Zorutsune. Zorotsune. Zorotsune. It is the Pipe Fox Pokemon, Pure Ghost. Illusory beings constantly waft from the smoke that billows from this Pokemon's body. When its tricks get exposed, it slinks away into its pipe. Ghost Toast wants to learn Nightshade. Sure. Let's get rid of Spite. Our wispy, ghosty fox. A happy expression. You happy you evolved? Playfully nipping at Dune's feet. And keeping up with Dune. I also just learned that if you interact with a cactus, you can get fresh water. Neat. So yeah, we caught and evolved a lot of Pokemon in this video. We do have a little bit more of that left in store for next video, but something more exciting that we have left as well are 2 side quests that we can do with our rivals, Terra and Sky, to get some very special Pokemon. So we are going to do that and wrap things up for episode 1 for good next video. Thank you for being along for the ride, and don't forget to get your Grizzlet if you haven't already.